Okay, so I wanted to do a review again, or an update, I guess, of the countertop dishwasher and what can it actually hold. As you can see, this is a pretty large pan. I don't know if you can see. Um, and this pan, which is have pretty big hands, this can show you exactly how big it actually is. It's fairly large. Let me take a paper plate and give you an idea. Now, the kids ate pizza off of this, so this gives you an idea how big that paper plate is. Um, it's a pretty big pan, but it can still go inside the dishwasher. So, hold on a second. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So, here's the dishwasher. I have some stuff in it. It looks small, but if you put it in just right, and I've done this before, it can still fit. It can actually still fit. And I have a little plastic mixing bowl in there and other things. It's pretty good. Now this typically, I don't know if you can see, this right here, you can technically fold it and hold the spoons in place and the forks and all that. We don't really do that. We just kind of just open these flaps up and just put stuff in there. It works better for us because we have a lot of different spoons and forks, and for the girls we have little spoons and forks for them. I don't know if you can see. I'm looking at this in a different angle. So that's why we do it that way. We also had a glass. Sometimes we have coffee that I will reheat in the microwave. And so the glass was literally stained brown. One of these mason jars. It was literally stained brown. We put it in here and it literally cleaned it. And it was like crystal clear again. Now, I tried to hand wash it and do different things. It wouldn't do it, but this does it well. So let me show you. I'm going to close this up, and it fits perfectly fine. So it's insane how much you can hold. Okay, so I don't know how well you're able to see things. I had when I do videos, I'm using my phone, obviously, and so I'm using the screen so I can see things in a better light. And so I can see myself and all that. So I had that turned around and angled, so you probably didn't get to see well, but excuse me, basically it can hold quite a bit. Large dinner plates, you can put several in there. I think the box said that you can put like 4 salad plates plus 4 dinner plates and plus so many mugs and different things. It depends on the size of the dishwasher. We got a large, for us, that's a pretty decent size. We're a family of 5, and it has done amazingly well. So now we're a month in, and I would have to say that I would definitely buy it again. Now, with this dishwasher, as I mentioned in the first video, we do have a warranty on it. It's a 5-year warranty. So if anything goes out, we will be fine. But ultimately, it performs better than what I thought. It does heat and steam stuff very well. The water that comes out is very, very hot. So there's an attachment that you put to your sink, and I showed that in the first video, but it actually allows water to come in from your sink into the machine and allows water to come out from the dishwasher, dirty water. And there's filters and everything else. I haven't cleaned the filters out yet. I'm going to check it. But ultimately, the water is piping hot when it comes out. So it really does clean stuff very, very well. Now, again, when you turn your water on, I would definitely make sure that you have equal hot and cold water coming through it. That's just the way that I've been doing it. So therefore, you're not having ultra cold water, you're not having ultra hot water. It's just basically a medium temp, and then let the machine do the rest. But overall, no problems. Now, there have been some things that, and I think it's based on how you place things in there. The soap dispenser, we have these little tabs now, because remember before I was using old dishwashing liquid. We now have these little tabs. Let me get them for you. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. And of course, it's going to be loud because it's a pretty warm day here in Tacoma. It's not super bad, but it's fairly warm, so we have the fans going. But I use these. I think they're by Finish or whatever. I don't know. But I use these. You don't peel the plastic off or anything like that. You just put them in like this. And Basically, there has been times when the door doesn't pop because you put this inside. There's a little compartment that closes. There's been times if you don't put dishes in correctly, obviously it prevents it from springing open. And I will run a whole load. I will open the door, and then the tab is still hanging out, right? So you got to make sure that you put them in correctly and not have things that are so close up to the door, obviously, because then it won't spring open or spring open at all. So it's very important that you pay attention to that. Other than that, and that's the reason why with the big pan, even with the big pan, I can still put that big pan in there, still several mugs, small plates, things like that, bowls, and you're still good. So we have a huge wok that Noelle has. I don't know if that would fit because the wok is bigger by far than that pan in terms of, because it comes up. It's a unique wok. It's not like your typical ones. I don't know if that will fit, but there so far has not been anything that we have that won't fit. Noelle even has a, what are they called? I don't know. It's one of the quick pots or quick whatever it is. It's basically a crock pot, but it's fancy. She talked me into getting that. But anyway, even the bowl, the big bowl for that can go inside of the dishwasher. So it literally can hold everything that we throw at it. Now, obviously, if you put that in there, if you have a sink full, then you're going to be limited. But if you don't have big items, again, we go through a lot of stuff, and we have kids that are young. So Zeta's turning 4 soon. So for us to have a 4-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 9-year-old, plus Noelle and I, it works perfectly fine, given the amount of stuff we put it through. There's been times, however, that I've had to use it twice in a day, right? And then there's times when I haven't had to use it at all. It's very efficient. Some people will say, well, how does it compare to a regular standard washer? And I think it works better, to be honest with you. For one, being on the countertop, you don't have to squat down to get stuff. Some people will talk about like new dishwashers and things like that and blah, blah, blah. But with those, I mean, yeah, you can load quite a bit of stuff in there. Things can set up right and all of that. But typically, to fill a full dishwasher, even for us as a family the size that we are, they're going to be sitting for a bit. You know what I mean? Like, there's several days of it just sitting there stinking. And with this, no, we load stuff in there as soon as we're done using them. We load stuff in, and it's ready to go. It's not loud whatsoever. Even a month later, it's not loud. The one thing that did catch us by surprise a little bit is when water does exchange out. When it spits water out, you'll notice it's not crazy loud, but you definitely notice it. But it's very efficient. Doesn't use a whole lot of water like a traditional dishwasher does. So yeah, we're very, very happy. It cleans very, very well. The pan I showed you, Noelle cooked sausage in it, so obviously I scraped some of the stuff out. You don't want to just leave things with any dishwasher. You don't want to leave stuff just caked on there and there's like chunks of food on. Because, I mean, it's just not good. It's going to clog up. But, so we did actually clean a little bit of it out, but it's still got some grease in it. And this is really, really good. Really, really good. And I guess because it's smaller and more compact, it does better. But we've had pans that we've put into traditional dishwashers, and they don't clean nearly as good. Not even close. Also, what we use as far as a rinse agent, because it tells you you need a rinse agent, we just use white vinegar. And that works totally fine as well. So, you just fill it up. We filled it up once, and we haven't had to replace it since. I mean, it works perfectly fine. We also get our dishes out and put them on that big rack and let them air dry. That also helps us too. If we didn't have that, the dishes would have to sit in there and dry and do their thing, waste more energy. But we literally take them out. And so We can just take them out, put them on the rack, and if there's any dirty dishes, put them in there and let them wait for a bit until we get a full thing. But yeah, I would say I would definitely do it again. In fact, I don't think I would use a regular dishwasher. I don't know how Noelle feels, but I probably wouldn't use one, just based on how easy and efficient this is. There's not, because I remember the old dishwasher that I had in the apartment, it would be loaded so full. It took a while to load it because, you know, again, we don't mess up a lot of dishes, but it held a lot more. But it took a while to load it, so your dishes were dirty longer. And then once they did run through and clean it, some of the dishes weren't that clean. So you'd have to do it all over again. And then it takes forever to unload it. With this one, it's so small, it's big enough, it's the perfect size, to be honest with you. It's small enough to where dishes get washed faster, they're washed better, because everything is just really clean. Again, as long as you're not blocking the door from this thing opening, everything is just a lot cleaner. So yeah, a month later, still working really, really good. No complaints whatsoever. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Wanted to do an update just on how it's performing. It's still really, really good. We love it. I'm glad we have it. Noelle's actually glad we have it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you join our Discord, which is down in the description box below. And until next time, I will see you. Take care.